Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Third down. Here's Haskins. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was. the down and distance and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready, yellow lady.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On first down, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. But if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, box truck.
Breeze now. He's going to go up top for the end. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 28 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, It's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Switch. Switch.
2nd down, Haskins. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Let's go now. 60 out long. 54. Right. 54. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 56.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Haskins. Open man is heard. It's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check. 54 is Mike, Check, watch 54, watch slow, come on. Switch.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Set, cut, play, over. 54, right, 54. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Geis. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Watch the screen. Bang, 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 bang. Mike, 56, right there.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tight go, tight go, tight go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kiko Alonso in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check right, check right.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Hey, 1 7, check Mike 54.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. He may try to fight it for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
53.
From the 16, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, Haywood. Mike's 56.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 22-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, baby.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 54. I'm coming after you.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
as usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Haskins on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Haskins to throw it. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ready? Check, 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 check.
61, matchbox light.
On 2nd and very short, Breeze. And he fit, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Breeze here finding Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Ryan Kerrigan getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
5-9, 13.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing on second down, Haskins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Haskins to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Again, it's Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Breeze to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. 5-8. Let's go.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.